Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to ask everyone to put their phones on silence for the event this evening. Welcome to the 2013 Eagan Funfest Ambassador Coronation. My name is Mike Ferber, and this is my colleague, Corey Hilden. We both serve on both the Eagan Funfest Committee and the Ambassador Committee. On behalf of the Eagan July 4th Funfest, thank you all for coming tonight. We would like to introduce to you the MCs for the evening. First is Lauren Graff. A fellow Eagan Funfest Ambassador Committee member and a past Funfest Ambassador for the year 2006-2007. She attended the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul, go Tommies, graduating with a BA in Art History and Business Law. Lauren is now a corporate paralegal in downtown Minneapolis, but loves returning to her Eagan roots to help out with the program.
And our second MC is Mark Nararaki. Many of you recognize Mark from other royalty and ambassador events as vice chair photographer for the last 5 years of the St. Paul Winter Carnival. Additionally, Mark has photographed aquatennial events and most recently Red Bull's Crushed Ice. He's also an independent contractor for an Eagan-based logistics company and a proud father of 21-year-old sons. The Funfest ambassadors are excited to give Mark the opportunity tonight to be on the other side of the camera as he joins us as tonight's MC. Let's give a round of applause and welcome our MCs on stage.
I've borrowed these, by the way, so. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2013 Eagan Funfest Ambassador Coronation. On behalf of the committee and our candidates, thank you all very much for being here tonight. Your support for our candidates and the future ambassadors means a great deal. In particular, we would like to thank the following individuals for joining us. I invite you to stand and wave as your name is read.
If we have any representatives from our sponsors, I would love for you to be acknowledged. The Funfest and Ambassador program would never be able to operate and grow without the generous support of our sponsors, including Think Mutual Bank, Sam's Club, the Eagan Lions, the City of Eagan, Eagan Women of Today, Mark's Towing, ETV, Noodles and Company, Fundraising Solutions, Devani's, Kowalski's, Witch, and Flash Digital Portraits.
The Eagan Ambassador Program is supported by the Eagan July 4th Funfest. Our ambassadors, volunteers around Eagan and visiting neighbors, visiting neighboring communities, I'm sorry, that represent the Funfest and all of its year-round. This year was the 47th annual Visiting Eagan Funfest celebration, and the theme was the Big Bang, which included 2 days of live music, carnival rides, and a parade.
Please join me in a round of applause for a big thank you to the Board of Directors and the entire Eagan Funfest for their volunteer dedication throughout the entire year to make the event such a success. And now I'd like to introduce to you for one last time our current 2012-2013 Eagan Funfest ambassadors. First, we have Miss Cassidy Byer, sponsored by her family and escorted tonight by her parents, Calvin and Chris Byer. And next, please welcome Miss Elise Cook. Elise is sponsored by AA Realty and escorted tonight by her parents, Todd and Gina Cook. And please welcome Miss Megan Harwell. Megan is sponsored by Gordon Studios and escorted tonight by her father, Trevor, and her mother, Jean Harwell. And next, please welcome Miss Elle Gilbert. Elle is sponsored by her family and escorted tonight by her mom, Mary Gilbert, and brother, Michael Gilbert. Next we have Miss Natasha Grad. Natasha is sponsored by Gopher Resources and escorted tonight by her parents, Kurt and Carrie Grad. And finally, please welcome Miss Megan Towell. Megan is sponsored by the Commons on Maris and escorted tonight by her parents, Joe and Linda Towell.
Thank you, ambassadors, for your wonderful service this past year. You have made this Fun Fest proud. And tonight, 6 candidates will be chosen to carry on for the upcoming year. And for the past month and a half, they have participated in a variety of judged events.
They started the process off by hosting a potluck for the judges and candidates' families. Next, they had a Meet the Candidate event with the Fun Fest committee, and they dressed up in an outfit that they felt represented themselves. They also attended Cottage Grove's Strawberry Festival Parade, where they were given a bit of a taste to see or of what it means to be an ambassador. They volunteered at Eagan's Market Fest and had formal interviews with our judges. Of course, they attended July 4th's Fun Fest, the Big Bang, where they rode in a parade and hosted the annual Brain Freeze. I heard that Amber Grove Heights won it once again this year. Don't get comfortable with that ice cream scoop trophy. I think the Fun Fest ambassadors will win it back. And they also led the Sparkle Ride on the Ferris wheel for all the past and visiting ambassadors. Of course, tonight will be the final judged event with an on-stage fishbowl question. The candidates also participated in button sales as a fundraiser for the Eagan Funfest. And the button sales will be used as a tiebreaker tonight in case there is a tie.
through all of these events, our judges have been there, observing and interacting. Let's take this opportunity to introduce and give a big thank you to our judges.
Our first judge tonight is Miss Felicia Boyd. Felicia is the former 2008 Miss Eagan and was an aquatennial candidate in 2009. She's a May 2010 honors graduate from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities and has received her bachelor's degree in business marketing and human resources. Felicia has been judging local pageants for the past 4 years, including the local Inver Grove Heights. She is currently working for Siemens Corporation in university recruiting. Felicia enjoys hanging out with her family and friends, traveling, shopping, and singing. Please give a round of applause for Felicia. Our next judge is Jamar Belcher. Jamar grew up in Jackson, Michigan, and attended Jackson Community College and Western Michigan University, receiving a Bachelor's of Arts degree. He loves playing basketball, engaging in outside activities, and spending time with his family and puppy. Jamar recently moved to Minnesota within the last year and currently works as a banker for Think Mutual Bank. Please give a round of applause for Jamar. Our third judge this evening is Ms. Paula Sevenich. Paula grew up in northern Wisconsin and attended the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. She received a Bachelor's of Arts degree in sociology and psychology and has been working in the health and holistic wellness area for the past 2 years. Paula is an independent consultant for doTERRA International and certified aroma touch technique practitioner. She is the owner of Designs by Paula Jewelry LLC, and enjoys doing anything creative. She loves taking in the outdoors and keeps busy with her 3 children and husband of 20 years. Please give a round of applause for Paula. And Sean Maudry. Sean is a sales director with Mary Kay. She lives in Farmington, Minnesota with her husband, Nate, and 2 children, Ethan and Addison. Sean enjoys exercise, participating in triathlons, and reading. She's judged several women's scholar programs around the state of Minnesota and wishes to congratulate all of the candidates here today. Please give a round of applause for Sean. And our final judge for the evening is Ms. Trudy Greaves. Trudy holds a Bachelor of Arts from Luther College with majors in art and education. She has worked in the nonprofit field for over 15 years and is currently employed at Tubman as the assistant to the executive director. Trudy has been a volunteer youth leader at both her church and Dakota County 4-H, where she has served as the contact leader for the past 8 years. Trudy also serves on the board of directors for Coronation Ministries, a Christian retreat and camping center. She has 2 teenage children and loves to read, sew, and be artistic in her spare time. Please give a round of applause for Trudy. Thank you all very much, judges, for your time and commitment. I think it's time now to introduce this year's candidates to our audience. And I encourage you to get to know our candidates more by reading their bios in your programs. For now, it's time for the final judged event, the on-stage fishbowl question. First, I invite onto stage Miss Alexa Lutz Chase.
Hi, I'm Alexa Lutz Chase, and I'd like to thank my sponsor, the Lutz Railroad Garden, for supporting me all this way. And I would also like to thank everyone for coming to support their candidates, but I'd like to give my dad a special thanks for coming.
Thank you, Alexa. Your onstage question is, what was your favorite candidate event and why?
I like my favorite event as a candidate was the Cottage Grove Strawberry Festival because it was my first parade and it was fun and not hot and I just got to wave and smile to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexa. Next, please introduce, I'm happy to introduce to you Miss Hannah Olson.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Olson, and first I'd like to say thank you to my sponsor, Ellie's Travel Service. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone for coming and supporting us candidates.
Thank you, Hannah. Your question is, what is your favorite community service activity? And please explain why.
My favorite community service activity is helping out at a homeless shelter because they need all the help that they can get. Thank you.
Let's welcome Izzy Bowie. Izzy, what would you tell someone who was considering?
Izzy, do you want to do your intro?
Hi, my name is Izzy Bowie, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank my sponsor, Enhanced Dentistry, for supporting me, and the Eagan Funfest Committee for an awesome July 4th celebration this year. Thank you for coming this evening.
Thank you, Izzy. What would you tell someone who was considering becoming an Eagan Funfest candidate?
If I could tell someone that was considering to become an Eagan Funfest candidate, I would tell them it's a great opportunity to make new friends and to consider responsibility and other great opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next we have Miss Julia Sexton.
Hi, my name is Julia Sexton. I would like to thank my sponsor, Fusion Martial Arts, for sponsoring me, and I would also like to thank my family for being here. Thank you.
Julia, what was your favorite part of the candidate experience and why?
My favorite part of the candidate experience was probably going to the Market Fest because I love to see little kids smile when they're having fun. Thank you.
Next we have Miss Katie Edwards.
Hi, my name is Katie Edwards. I would like to thank Don Boraff at Coldwell Banker Burnett for sponsoring me in this fun event. I would also like to thank my family and friends, and especially my mom for signing me up for this and taking me to it. I would also like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I thank you all and have a great night.
Thank you. What is your favorite July 4th Funfest activity and why?
My favorite July 4th Funfest activity was the brain freeze because it didn't really matter how you did it, just mattered that that you had fun, and it was really fun to do it. So, yeah.
Well said. Thank you.
Next, please welcome Miss Peyton Greenlee.
Hi, my name is Peyton Greenlee. I want to thank my grandpa Greenlee for sponsoring me in the ambassador program. And I want to thank you all for coming.
Peyton, Where would you bring someone who has never been to Eagan? And please explain why.
Well, I would bring my uncle, Stevie, and my grandpa and grandma, and my other uncle. I'd bring them to Cascade Bay, and they'd swim, and we'd go down the water slides, because Cascade Bay is my favorite place to go. Thank you.
And now please welcome Miss Olivia Pierce.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pierce, and I would like to thank my sponsor, Bobby and Steve's Auto World Youth Foundation, and I would like to thank everyone for coming here today, and I hope they have a great night.
Thank you. What was your favorite part of the candidate experience, and please explain why?
I would say my favorite part of the candidate experience was meeting a bunch of new people on the first parade we had with all of the Eagan ambassadors and learning everyone's own personality. And it was the first parade that I've ever went as a candidate, so I had the most fun ever. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, please welcome Miss Amanda Merwin.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Merwin. I would like to thank my sponsor, Twin Cities Project 52 Dance Studio. And I would also like to thank you all for coming here tonight and supporting me and my fellow candidates.
Amanda, what would you tell someone about Eagan's July 4th Fun Fest who has never been?
I would tell someone who has never been to Eagan 4th of July Fun Fest that it's a big, wonderful, fun gathering where a bunch of people just get together and hang out and watch fireworks. Thank you.
Hopefully you can hear me on this one. Perfect.
Hello, my name is Ashlyn King. First off, I would like to thank my sponsor, which is Perfect Fit Personal Training. And also, I would like to thank all of you for coming. Have a great night.
Why do you like volunteering around the Eagan community?
I like volunteering around the Eagan community because I think Eagan has done so much for me, and I would just love to give back to it in every way possible. Thank you.
Now please welcome Miss Dana Casella.
Hi everybody, I'm Dana Casella. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Orthodontic Specialist, and I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight.
Thank you very much. Dana, what is an important quality or personality trait for an ambassador to have, and why?
I think a really important quality that an ambassador should have is being able to start conversations up with people and being really outgoing. Thank you.
Now please welcome Miss Karina Monson.
Hi, Hi, I'm Karina Monson. I'd like to thank my wonderful sponsor, the VFW Post 9433 Women's Auxiliary, and I'd also like to thank my wonderful family for being so supportive through my candidacy experience.
Karina, why do you think volunteering is important?
I think volunteering is important because it gives back to the community and it shows how much you care about your community. Thank you.
And now please welcome Miss Catherine Wilmes.
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Wilmes. I would like to thank my sponsor, The Art of Framing. I would also like to thank all of you for coming out and supporting us. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Catherine, what would you look forward to the most being a FunFest ambassador, and why?
I look forward to being an Eagan Funfest ambassador because I would get all these amazing experiences in my community. I would get all the opportunities to volunteer, and I would just gain many great relationships and meet many new people. Thank you.
And now please welcome Miss Sarah Fisher.
Hello and good evening. My name is Sarah Fisher, and I would like to thank my sponsor, Witch Superior Sandwiches, and I would also like to thank everyone for coming out tonight to support us. Thank you.
Sarah, what is your favorite thing to do around the Eagan community, and why?
My favorite thing to do around the Eagan community is I love to go to Schultz Beach because it's a great opportunity to spend time with friends and family and enjoy fun in the sun. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, all very much, and let's give one round of applause for all of our candidates. Judges, if I could please excuse you from the room to make your final votes. I can tell it won't be easy. And now we have an exciting treat for our candidates. The committee has put together photos from all of your events this past month and a half and created a slideshow. We want to give a very big thank you to Mr. Mike Ferber and Mr. Jim Anderson for putting it together, and Mr. Leif Hogan and Mrs. Mary Gilbert for taking all the beautiful photos. Hopefully you can hear me. There we go. It's certainly been a fun few weeks for all the candidates, and I know they will take away a lot from these experiences. Tonight, we are lucky enough to have some visiting royalty and ambassadors who've joined us here and to help the candidates and ambassadors celebrate. We are honored tonight to have royalty from the Minneapolis Aquatennial. Please help me give a big round of applause and welcome them onto the stage.
Working now.
Hello.
Oh. Maybe it's just my touch. I don't know. My name is Sherilyn Carlson. I am the Minneapolis Aquatennial captain. Today we are so thrilled to be kind of wrap it up with this coronation. It was a lovely drive down here. You have a beautiful as we come on into town. But I think the scenery here, I think it's just me. I have that magic touch. Anyway, so we are so thrilled to be here. And tonight I have several members of our Aquatennial family with us. And I'll start by introducing our senior Commodore, Bruce Humphreys.
Don't applaud yet. I haven't said anything. But I am grateful for the company that I keep, our senior queen, Judy Harding. Roxanne Dennis, you. Inside joke. And Senior Vice Commodore Terry Hoppenwell. Mind, at this point I'm supposed to speak to everybody and give you a little welcome from the Aquatennial, but if you don't mind, I'd just like to talk to these girls right in front.
But can they listen in though?
Yeah.
All
right. Ladies, I'm going to talk to them first. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Well, this is just about the end, right? No, it's not. It's just the beginning. You know, the skills that you have acquired all year long, the poise, the confidence, everything that goes into wearing the crown is going to stead you in really, really good fashion for the next year and the next years after that. Okay, I'm going to come back to you, but I'm going to talk to them for just a second, all right? Ladies, you are sitting in an audience with some wonderful examples of what it means to be a royal and representing a community as fine as Eagan. You are going to learn some wonderful things this year. You're going to have experiences. Whether you are named as an ambassador or not, you're going to be participating in a community that only you can do. It's going to be an absolutely marvelous year for you. Okay, I've got to go talk to them. Okay, let's get serious for just a second. You know, sometimes with folks who are as old as I am, we take a look at the TV and we say, you know, what is this world coming to? What are we leaving to you? And yet, when I and my court come to coronations like this and see wonderful faces, the smile, confidence, the intelligence, great grades, social concern that we all exhibit, we know we are leaving our community, our nation, in terrific hands. So I applaud all of you for your service to Eagan, your state, and your country. So thank you very much for being here.
I really think it just might be me touching these microphones. You know, Mark I see him most city of Eagan tonight. It's very apparent by all the faces in the audience that there's a strong sense of community here, and you ladies have done such a wonderful job this year sharing that with the surrounding communities and also sharing your love for the city of Eagan. So we are very happy to be here with you tonight, celebrating your accomplishments, and also to welcome in a new group of ambassadors. So thank you so very much for having us here.
And there are so many people that go into creating these festivals and making sure that they work and they run smoothly, and a lot of behind the scenes planning goes on. And you have one such individual in this community that this committee would like to recognize yet again for the Honorary Commodore's Award. Mr. Raleigh Seelig. Raleigh has shared 30 years of dedicated service to the residents of Eagan and their enjoyment of our nation's Independence Day while planning the annual Fun Fest celebration. As a member of the where are those glasses? As a member of the Eagan Lions Club and as the Eagan's July 4th Fun Fest board member, Raleigh now has a strong team of committee members to carry his vision forward. We wish to welcome Raleigh Seelig up to the stage and be recognized for his years of faithful service to Eagan's July 4th Fun Fest.
I'm very honored to accept this award from my husband. His dedication to this community has been unending, and I'm always there to support whatever he does. Thank you so much for honoring him.
And it just goes to show that this, your husband is very well deserving of this, and behind every husband who is working, there is a great wife supporting and letting them do their shenanigans. The Aquatennial Ambassador Organization Commodore's Award, be it known that Raleigh Seelig is hereby named Honorary Commodore in recognition of dedicated volunteer service and community involvement. Signed, our President Tom Lozelle and our Commodore David Rucker.
Well, we've had such a fun time, and we cannot wait to welcome you to Minneapolis on just Friday. It starts the best days of summer. We hope to see you there.
Wow, thank you so very much to the Aquatennial for joining us tonight and bringing such wonderful representatives with you. And a thank you to all the visiting ambassadors from other communities that are here as well. We would like to recognize all of you. If you could please stand as a group when your names are read. Beginning with our own Eagan Funfest past ambassadors, we have here tonight the 2010 Little Miss Eagan, Susan Moon. Our 2010 Miss Eagan Teen, Casey Casella. Our Miss Eagan Teen 2009-2010, Mandy Hansen. And for royalty from other communities, please welcome Miss Inver Grove Heights, the Princess, Junior Miss, Junior Princess, Little Miss, and Little Princess.
Okay, here we go. Princess Corey, Princess Allie, Queen Katie, South St. Paul, Kaposha Days.
And please welcome our Cambridge ambassadors.
St. Paul Park Heritage Days royalty.
I'm pleased to introduce our Richfield ambassadors.
Farmington Royal Ambassadors, Miss Farmington Miranda with Princesses Elizabeth and Catherine, Junior Miss Caroline with Princesses Emma, Michaela.
And from the American Co-ed pageants, please welcome Miss Teen Minnesota, Dare Van Ways. And tomorrow is Dare's birthday.
And by the way, I can't recall who borrowed me these glasses so that I can actually read what I'm seeing here tonight, but thank you. We'll talk afterwards. I want to thank you for, thank Erin Delaney, Ms. Minnesota, Global United.
Thank you all again. And do we have representatives from the St. Paul Winter Carnival with us here tonight?
That would be me.
Please join me in giving a big round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. We are the 2013 St. Paul Winter Carnival Junior Royalty. We'd like to thank you for inviting us here. You ladies have done a wonderful job this year. I am the 2013 Queen of Snowflakes, Becca Dipple, and with me tonight I have the 2013 Princess of Ice, Libby Gerling, and the 2013 Princess of Snow, Tessa Quam. Thank you all for having us.
Thank you very much for all who visited tonight. The girls really appreciate you coming out here to celebrate with them. And now, our current Eagan Funfest ambassadors would like to take the opportunity to give a final farewell and reflect on the memories they've made throughout this past year. Please join me in welcoming Eagan Funfest ambassador, Miss Cassidy Beyer.
Hi, my name is Cassidy Beyer and I'm 11 years old. I'm going into 7th grade at Dakota Hills Middle School and my sponsor is my family. I've had a great year being an Eagan Funfest ambassador. I've had the time of my life. Sharing this experience with the 5 other girls has been amazing. We've made so many memories together. My favorite day with the girls has been the 4th of July. Both years we've had activities on the 4th. We were in the parade, the Royal Brain Freeze contest, which I'm horrible at, the Sparkle Ferris wheel ride, and last but not least, the huge fireworks show. We weren't able to do any of that without the Eagan Funfest volunteers, so I would like to thank everyone who volunteered that day to make it as best as it could be. All of our parents has been amazing getting their girls on time and ready for all of our events. Thanks Mom, Dad, and Peyton for always getting me here on time. And thanks Mom for having to put on my crown every time. And thanks to all the mom and dads for chaperoning every event. And a special thanks to Mary for taking all of our pictures, even if we didn't want our picture taken. I think I have grown and changed a lot because of this awesome program. When I'm wearing my crown, it reminds me to reach out to others and be involved in my community. I've learned that giving a little amount of my time can make the world a little better. Like when we made 600 sandwiches in just an hour. That's 600 lunches for the homeless in Minneapolis to eat. I used to think the crown was a bit magical, but now I realize that the magic was inside of me. Now I know that even an 11-year-old girl, I can make a difference. All of the Eagan Funfest ambassadors have been amazing girls to be with, so I'd like to thank Megan, Ellie, Elle, Tasha, and Megan for this outstanding year with them. I'm glad this was the group of girls I was chosen with, and I will never ever forget you. Ellie, you were like my best friend. A great memory with you is on the 4th of July. We would sit by each other for the fireworks. We quick went on a ride together and we both loved the octopus. Both years we got stopped at the top of the octopus when the fireworks started. We had to turn our heads around to see them. Our necks really hurt, but we had a great time. Megan Harwell, a weird memory with you is after the mud stomp. Only you and Natasha went in the mud, but I came to watch. You came out of the mud and you were covered from head to toe. You're saying how fun it was, but I was like, that's just not my thing. I was so glad I had an excuse to get out of it. I'm glad I hurt my foot when I did. Elle, a funny memory with you is when we were fundraising at Noodles and Company. You stopped and froze. You looked a lot like a Barbie doll, so me and Ellie said, "Hey, Barbie." After you found out the name of Barbie's little sister, you started calling me Skipper. When I said, "Hey, Barbie," you answered, "Hi, Skipper." Oh, you will always be a sister to me. Natasha, a funny moment was when me and Ellie were sitting and watching the fireworks together. We heard an interesting laugh, and we both looked at each other and said, "Natasha." Then you popped up from in front of us and said, "What? Who's there?" Megan, a nice memory with you was on my birthday, July 28th. We had a parade, and in the middle of the parade, you started singing the song Happy Birthday. It was nice but embarrassing. Everyone was staring and singing at me. We all missed you when you were at college because you added a special spark to the group. You girls have been so amazing to be with, and you're all super, super nice. This year wouldn't have been the same if it weren't for you guys. I'd like to thank the Sparkle section for always coming to events and making everything a lot more fun and interesting. I would also like to thank the Eagan Funfest Committee for organizing this amazing program. A special thank you to Corey and an extra special thanks to Mike for all your hard work this year. This has been a great year, and I hope you keep this program going for a really long time. I'd like to say good luck to all of the candidates tonight, and if you don't get a crown this year, you should definitely try next year because it is totally worth it. For the next 6 girls that get crowned, just remember to love it while it lasts because a year seems like a really long time, but this year has gone by so fast. This year has been magical and memorable, and I will always treasure the great memories as my year of an Eagan Funfest ambassador. This may be my last time in crown and gown, but forever in my heart, I will be your 2012-2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador, Cassidy Byer.
Thank you, Cassidy. And now I'd like to welcome Miss Elise Cook.
Hi, my name is Elise Cook. I'm 11 years old. I go to Black Hawk Middle School, and my sponsor is AA Realty. I have had a fantastic year and can't believe it is already over. I love meeting the other ambassadors while exchanging buttons with them. This program has helped me with so many things, but mostly with my self-confidence in my public speaking, even though I'm very nervous now. My favorite things we did this year was probably being in parades or volunteering. Some of the volunteering events we did were at the Commons on Maris, Holtz Farm, Feed My Starving Children, Can Do Canines, and various events sponsored by the City of Eagan. To my ambassador buddies, Cassidy, you are always in a good mood. You're always smiling and having a good time. Thanks for being a great friend. Megan, thanks for always making me laugh. You always knew how to start a conversation and knew what to say. I will miss you lots. Elle, my twin, I have had so much fun with you. You are so funny and beautiful. Thanks for being a fabulous friend. Natasha, I always admired your ease at public speaking. You are so unique. I loved all your new ideas throughout the year. I will miss you. Megan, you are so loving. You are funny, always happy, and energetic. Thanks for being a great role model. You guys have made this year so exciting. You always made me smile. I feel you're always there supporting me, and I could come to you whenever I needed. I will miss you all dearly. Thank you, AA Realty, for sponsoring me this year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, parents, for giving us rides, taking photos, mostly Mary, or just simply putting on our crowns. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for getting me to my events on time. Thank you, committee members, for all your hard work you've put into this program. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight, and good luck to all the candidates. This has been an amazing year.
Thank you, Elise. I invite Megan to come to the stage.
Thanks for making me cry, Cassidy. Good evening, everyone. I'm Megan Harwell, your 2012 Eagan Funfest Ambassador. I am 14 years old. I go to Metcalf Junior High. I'm in 9th grade, and my sponsor is Gordon Studios. This past year has been filled with fun, crazy, and tear-filled adventures. I've been able to do things I never thought I would have been able to do in my life. I've met so many new people and made many new friends that I will never forget. I was so lucky to have spent all this year with 5 other amazing girls. I have 5 new sisters that I will always be close to. Megan, I know you weren't around very much because of college, but when you came back for your little visits, they were the best visits ever. We all missed you so much when you were gone, and every time you came back, it was worth the wait of seeing you again. I will miss you all. I will miss you, Megan squared. You've shown me so much fun in myself that I can use in the future. I think I can say for me and the other girls, we will miss your smiling face and great attitude towards everything and everybody, even if it was about 6 a.m. Natasha, you are the most hardworking person I know. You not only try and do the best for yourself, but for others as well. When you were around, you had to have everything just right, and that's how you made it to be. You are so much fun to be around, and I will miss our little fun times and laughs together. We will always be Mudstop buddies. Elle, my partner in crime, my friend, and of course, my very tall sister. I love how we can joke around with each other. Whenever we take pictures together, we have to stand by each other and we always make funny face and say, oh, I have to pretend to like her. It was always fun to have your mom as the driver listening to our talks about what we can't wait to do next. Thank you, Mary. Cassidy, you're so weird and so much fun to be with. Whenever it was just us 2 in the room, there would always be something going wrong. But then we would fix it and laugh it off, pretending it never happened. Remember that paper? Never ripped. Shh, never tell Mike. Ellie, my buddy, you are the fun little sister I never had. Even though you are taller than me, stop growing. It was always fun going to your house after events and rocking out to Just Dance. And of course, just hanging out with you was amazing. We will always be the 2012 royal family of the Eagan Funfest, but most importantly, you girls will always be in my heart and always be part of my family. Sparkle section. All of you are incredible. It has been the greatest experience going to your parades, coronation, and your city events. I love our countdowns when you would always take pictures and our faces would start to hurt from smiling so long. It was an absolute honor meeting you all and bonding when we saw each other at different events. I always loved being part of the Sparkle section and sitting by other royalty I haven't met before. We would start talking, and all of a sudden, I had a best new friend. There are so many thank yous that I can't even put into words. Mike, thank you for driving us around to where we had to be and getting all of us there on time, even though you had to listen to girl talk the whole ride. Someday you will get your crown, Mike, with that beautiful hair you have. Corey, your dedication, hard work, and only about 3 hours of sleep every night, this program wouldn't be possible. Thank you. If you hadn't had dozens of emails, I probably wouldn't be standing here today. All of your hard work and sleepless nights paid off. Kelly, you're so much fun to be around. When you're around, you always put a smile on my face. When someone wasn't doing so great, you would cheer them up by cracking jokes and making them smile. Thank you for that, of course. Mom and Dad, Thank you so much for everything this year. When I had to be at an event, you used your free time to get me there on time, making sure I was fed and ready to go. I love you guys and making this a great year. Thank you to all the moms and dads. You helped us out so much when we asked and never thought twice about it. You're all family to me, and I will miss you so much. My sponsor, Gorton Studios. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible for me to do. Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful year. Candidates, a year ago today, I was in your same position. I wish the best of luck to you all, and I hope you had the time of your lives just like I did. For the last time, in crown and gown, I am your 2012-2013 Eagan Funfest Ambassador, Megan Harwell.
Thank you, Megan. And now, please welcome Miss L. Gilbert.
Wow, that is all I can say right now. If you would have told me last year at this very moment that I was going to be crowned an Eagan Funfest Ambassador, I don't know if I would have believed you. There, alongside Megan, little Megan, and I, were two other candidates who could have just as easily won the crown, and I definitely thought they would have. I was so surprised to hear my name called. I didn't know what to expect. I have to thank the judges for choosing me to represent the city. What a thrilling and humbling experience this has been. Thank you for believing in me and trusting me to represent this amazing city. I couldn't have done it without you. I have more people to thank, so hold on tight. Okay, there's a list here. Corey, Mike, Tom, Kelly, Lauren, Karen, Kathy, Julie, and Chrissy, the Eagan Ambassador Committee. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for bringing this program back on its feet. Without you, none of us would be here tonight. After the countless hours you've all put into this program, I am so proud and honored to be a part of it. Now, on to family. I'd like to thank my mom, the taxi driver, and photographer. You were so supportive throughout the entire year. You made sure I looked okay before going out the door and that I wouldn't forget my lipstick, which I have on right now. And thanks to the rest of the ambassador moms and dads. Your support has been truly amazing throughout this year. Whether it be chaperoning events, giving rides, getting us food, or making sure we all looked presentable, we love you and cannot thank you enough. To my dad, who cannot be here tonight, he is in Michigan right now. When he was home, though, he would make sure he would attend every single event. And it meant the world to both him and me when he came. I'd always see the biggest smile on his face when I saw him in the crowd at parades. I love you, Daddy, and I will always be your little princess. My brother, who's in the crowd right now, I'm going to embarrass him. You're probably my biggest supporter. You never did the typical expected moaning and groaning a brother would do when forced to attend girly ambassador events. You're such a good brother to me. Thank you for everything, Michael. Even those who I have not mentioned, whom I have come into contact with, thank you. And to all the little girls who aspire to be a princess someday, the ones that would wave to us in the parades with the biggest smile on their face, thank you. Never give up on your dream. Those waves and smiles really made our day. And I especially could not have done this without my royal sisters. Cassidy, Skipper, you're always looking out for everyone else and thinking of ways to help them and brighten their day. You have such a kind heart. You will forever be my little sister, Skipper. Ellie, my twin, you have grown so much this year. You started out as this pretty little girl, and you've developed into this beautiful, mature young woman. At every single event, well, almost every event, you would try to find a boyfriend or boyfriends or a husband for me. Thank you. So no matter where I am in the future, even if I am married to one of those boys you found for me, you will always be my little twin. Megan, the little Megan Harwell, you are so outgoing and friendly. You truly are our Miss Congeniality. I don't think you hardly missed an Eagan event. And I heard your mom say you only missed like 4. That's crazy. It was so much fun hearing about your 10 billion siblings, and now you have 5 to add on to that. Natasha, one of the first events we did together as candidates was volunteer at the Eagan Market Fest. All I remember was that every time I turned around, I would see you with your feet dangling out of the recyclables bin, sorting out the recyclables, later realizing your love and passion for the environment. You are a beautiful soul, and I wish you the best in the future. Big Megan, congratulations on somehow managing to ruin your blue formal dress in one day. It's okay, though. You're such a good role model for the rest of us ambassadors, and you are always so supportive. We all missed you so much while you were at college, but we made sure to make up for it when you were back home. I wish you all the best in your future college endeavors. Even if you rip your blue formal dress on the 4th of July, or forget almost every single outfit for the photo shoot, I will love you forever. Though a few of you are younger than me, I look up to all of you. When I was your age, I could not have done half the things you guys are accomplishing right now. I do not have the confidence you girls all have. Not only do you inspire me, but I am sure everyone else too. I've never had a sister before, but now I have 5 amazing sisters. I now have this sisterly bond that I have never felt before, and it's incredible. It feels so comforting knowing that I have 5 best friends for life. I love you all. To the Sparkle section in the back, way back there. Thank you for the support and friendships you have given all of us during the year. I'm so honored to have been a part of your legacy. Ambassadors are one big family, and you have all proved that to be true. And thanks a lot, Inver Grove Heights, for continuing to stomp us at our own event, the Royal Brain Freeze. We still love you guys, though. With the Sparkle section, there is this added enthusiasm, encouragement, and support for the parades, coronations, and festivals of the surrounding cities. To the 13 candidates sitting in front of me, no matter the outcome, be proud of yourselves for coming this far and having the courage and confidence to become a candidate. That is huge in itself. You are all princesses for doing something that inspires others. I hope you have embraced every moment so far as a candidate. I am so glad that no matter who is crowned tonight, we are passing down the legacy to such great girls. And to the 6 lucky girls who will be crowned tonight, please promise me something. Promise to fulfill the responsibilities and the prestige of the crown. Cherish every event, even though some events may not be as fun as others. And do not for 1 second take this all for granted. The year goes by too fast to not embrace every moment of it. Your life will change forever if the crown is placed on your head. Make Eagan proud. I'm excited to get to know the newly crowned ambassadors even better throughout the next year. This experience this past year, as a 2012-2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador, has been beyond rewarding. The confidence, lessons, and most importantly, friendships that I have gained are invaluable. Though it is bittersweet tonight and very emotional, I would not change any of this for the world. I have learned so much about Eagan, the community, and especially about myself this past year. I cannot even begin to explain the feeling that I get every time I put on this crown and wear this sash. I will miss putting on the crown and gown, but I'm excited to see where all of this experience and newfound knowledge will take me in the future. The spirit and love for volunteering will continue. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for letting me represent this amazing community. I am so honored beyond words. I will forever be Elle Gilbert, 2012-2013 Eagan Funfest Ambassador. Thank you.
Well said, thank you. I would like to invite Natasha to the stage.
Hold on, I gotta unfold it first. My name is Natasha Grad. I am 18 years old, and I have recently just graduated from the School of Environmental Studies, and I would like to thank my sponsor, Go for Resources, for supporting me through this whole entire year and also repping the environment. Go environment. Impressions and memories that are made on your life are things that will be cherished for a lifetime. They are the foundation of your adventure through life, creating new chapters along the way. A year ago from tonight, a new chapter of my life was given to me unexpectedly and helped me start a new adventure that would change me forever. I was one of 6 lucky girls chosen to complete such an honor that I thought I would never be given. I was asked to become a part of the Eagan Funfest Ambassador Program. And my task, you may ask, was to represent such a great city with such an excellent reputation. Being a part of this program has not only given me such a wonderful collection of memories, but also has helped me grow into the more confident and adventurous lady I am today. I am gracious of the experiences I was able to enjoy and would like to start out my many thanks with the ones who are always by my side the whole way through, my royal sisters. Megan Squared, sorry. You were the backbone for us girls. The crazy dance moves and cheerleader techniques definitely kept us going no matter what condition we were in. I knew I could always count on you to keep us girls in a cheerful mood. Every time I would see you, your face would be glowing and a perfect smile would be on your face. You were the true example of a princess, even during your dress mishaps. Elle, you are the shadow that follows me on my journey, literally. Your extreme beauty and way with words always counted for a fun time during every event, especially with your mom snapping every picture she could. I will never forget the rare times you would make a goofy face for a picture. Those will be keepsakes I will never be getting rid of. And how could we forget your outgoing personality? You introduced me to over half of the Sparkle section in Minnesota alone, not to mention what seemed like the world. You knew everyone and would always introduce me to at least 100 new people at each event. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met such wonderful people to share my experiences and memories with. Little Megan. Who knew that I would be finding a mini version of me that I could now call one of my best friends? No one would have expected such a strong bond between 2 girls being created through a handful of mud slapped into your face. You always being by my side through thick and thin, and even the awkward moments during events, is the qualities that I am glad I was able to finally find in a friend like you. We were there for each other like no other person has before, like the time when your dress fell in the toilet, or when we would stuff each other's faces until it exploded, not to mention our own faces as well. You were my other half, the girl to share my enjoyment of food with, the sports, and everything else. Because of you, because of this and because of you, you will always be my little sister, and I will forever love you, no matter what. Ellie, you and your mom are so energized. You're like bees, running around keeping everything together. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be organized myself. My collection of memories you gave me are ones that will never leave the back of my mind. Every time I see you dance and laugh, I couldn't help but smile alongside with you. You kept the happiness and love going through us all, and I couldn't ask for a better royal sister to be with. Cassidy, if there was one girl I had to describe as the joy that held us sisters together, it would be you. In every situation, I would hear your giggle, which then obviously made me giggle as well. You found the humor in every situation, making it even much more enjoyable. You have no idea how much I'm going to miss your laugh and your smile. Because of you, my day was always a little bit brighter when you were around. I will also miss your random dance parties and exciting screams every time One Direction would come on. Even though I hate them, and it happened about 1,732 times, I still enjoyed every second. And to the foundation of us girls, Mary, I am so thankful for you being ready to capture every moment we have experienced all through the lenses of a camera. I don't think people really understand and appreciate the quality and worth of a moment of time until that time is over. And you're looking back on how wonderful it was. You helped capture and cherish those moments for us girls, and I thank you so much. You have been such a large impact, not only on the program, but also in my life. I really greatly appreciate everything you've done. To Cassidy's mom, Chris, I would like to say thank you. You always were there to feed us, make sure we looked really pretty, and kept everything organized through emails. If it wasn't for you, I don't even think I would be at half the events. To Megan's mom, Mrs. Harwell, she was always carrying around about 10 kids in her van, and there was no room for me. But somehow she squeezed me in. If it wasn't for her, I would not have a best friend and another best friend's mom to support me in my life. Mom and Dad, through stresses of running late, hair not properly pinned, crowns being crooked, and stains that just couldn't wait, you were still there to support me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know how I attended any of the events without forgetting anything. I am lucky and honored to have you with me during this journey and for many more to come. I couldn't ask for better guardians and friends that I am able to call my parents. I love you from the bottom of my heart, all the way to the top. The ones who made it happen, you are not given enough gratitude and thanks for everything that you do to make such a wonderful program available. This is a life-changing experience you are sharing with the world, and I am completely honored to have been given the chance to represent not only such a wonderful city, but a wonderful crew of members that help make the FunFest program happen. To the Sparkle section, I thank you for being so kind and to opening your loving arms to a group of girls such as ourselves. You helped us create memories, and that will always forever be a part of our lives. Because of you, I've met such wonderful people that have influenced me in such many ways, it is difficult to count. I wish you a wonderful experience following the rest of your reign. Whether your journey is coming to an end or a new chapter just beginning, I wish you the best luck in the time of your life. And to the girl I crowned this evening, you have been chosen to take on such an honorable duty that will make you prosper and grow into a young lady you are destined to become. I know you will cherish each moment and enjoy each memory, and I am so excited to see you continue on the task of representing Eagan through such a wonderful program, and I am honored to have you as the next generation to our royal family. This chapter of my journey is coming to a close, and its place a new door is open and couldn't have been achieved if it wasn't for this life-changing opportunity I was given. I'm honored to have been chosen to represent Eagan, and honored that I'll be able to pass it on to the next lovely lady who will be able to take my place and follow the ambassador's footsteps. I am sad to see such a wonderful year be over, but excited to see where my future is headed. For the last time in crown and gown, but forever in my heart, I am Natasha Grad, Eagan Funfest Ambassador, 2012-2013. Next year, we'll have tissues at the podium. And last but certainly not least, please welcome Miss Megan Towell.
Okay, got it. Okay. Hi, my name is Megan Towell. I'm 19. I go to the College of St. Benedict, and my sponsor is the Commons on Maris. I remember standing on this very stage last year, feeling nervous, excited, and totally oblivious as to what this year had in store for me. Little did I know this was going to be one of the best years of my life. As many of you know, I was off at school this past year, and I had a little bit of a different experience than these ladies. A month after I was crowned, my whole life flipped upside down. I left everything I knew and my beloved Eagan for a tiny all-girls school in the middle of a cornfield. I was thrown into a brand new group of ladies where I had to make friends, learn how to get along in new situations. Not at all unlike what I did when I became an ambassador. After I was crowned, I developed a new kind of confidence that helped me fulfill not only my ambassador duties, but helped me succeed in my freshman year of college. This is just one example of the positive effects being an ambassador has on a young person, and I know that all of the experiences and the skills I've learned will help me in everything I do moving forward. This year has been so incredible for all of us, and it would not have been possible without the help of some very important people. First, I would like to thank the committee for all the work that they have put into this year. Mike, you are truly a rock star, and without your organization and dedication, this program would not happen. I don't know any guy that could put up with 6 girls on a daily basis as well as he does. Mike is the glue that holds this program together, and we really do appreciate all your hard work. Corey, thanks so much for being our honorary mom when we needed you most. Corey is always there to listen to our problems, offer her worldly advice, and help us with anything we need. Her loyalty and dedication to the ambassador program is the reason it was brought back last year and why it will be around for years to come. Julie, Kelly, Lauren, Kathy, Karen, and the rest of the committee members, thank you so much for all the work you put in behind the scenes to make all of our events go off smoothly. Your volunteering spirits are what this program was built on, and you have set the best example for all of us going forward to continue serving our communities. Next, I'd like to thank all the families for their support throughout this year, especially the ambassador moms. All of these moms have helped out not only their own daughter, but all of us. From pinning my dress closed on the 4th of July to driving me to work after a dress fitting, these ladies have gone beyond the call of duty, and I could not be more thankful for everything that they have done for me this year. As the oldest ambassador, I oftentimes like to think that I'm responsible enough to take care of myself, but the truth is, this year would not have been possible without the help of my own family. Mom, thanks so much for putting up with me. My constant disorganization, for staying calm when I was anything but, for tolerating me and my drama queen, or as I prefer to call them, overly enthusiastic moments, chaperoning these hooligans even when I was away at school, and for everything else you have done for me this year to keep me and the whole house functioning. Dad, I know going to parade after parade wasn't your idea of fun, but you were always there with a smile on. Thanks so much for being my personal chaperone, bringing me home from school, getting me to events, and back up to school in record time. I'll never forget the hours we spent listening to talk radio and talking politics. I know you are just as sad as me to see this year come to an end. Ben and Josie, you guys have put up with so much this year, and I'm really lucky to have siblings like you. Every parade morning, they knew to stay out of my way when I was tearing through the house trying to get ready, usually already 10 minutes late. They still hugged me afterwards, and I don't know how they did it. Those two have sat through now 2 coronations, attended parades, meetings, and numerous events. While you may not have always wanted to go, you did it anyways, and that meant the world to me. Finally, I would like to thank the girls. This year was all about new experiences and serving our community, but what made it special was the people we got to share our year with. A year ago, we'd all become friends by the time we got to Coronation, but now I can say without a doubt we have become sisters. Cassidy, you are one of the funniest girls I've ever met, without a doubt. Everywhere you go, you light up the room. There's never a dull moment when you're around, and you're always there when we need a few laughs. Ellie, 12 going on 25. This little spitfire is always making me laugh and definitely keeps me on my toes. You have grown up so much this year, and you should be so proud of the beautiful young lady you are becoming. Meg, I remember my first candidate event. I was walking into the room and I knew no one. You came over and introduced yourself and made me feel like I was really a part of this. This is just typical Megan. Everyone that knows her loves her, and it's impossible not to be happy when she's around. Elle, our dancing queen and future Miss America, you have grown into such a mature young lady this year, and it's been amazing to watch you become such a well-spoken and poised ambassador. Every time you are wearing your crown, I can see you beam with pride, and I know that you were born to fill this role. Keep following your dreams, girlfriend, and I can't wait to say I knew you back when. Natasha, our environmental activist and our fearless explorer, you throw yourself wholeheartedly into everything you do, and your passion is something to be admired. You have such a big heart, and I'm so glad I got to share this experience with you. I wish you the best in your new adventure in life, and I know that your dedication will take you places. Each and every one of you has impacted my life this year, and you've pushed me to be one of the best ambassadors and people that I can be. You're all beautiful on the inside and out, and I'm so thankful to have spent this past year with you. To the soon-to-be 2013 ambassadors, my advice to you is don't blink. This year is a whirlwind of fun, stress, happiness, nervousness, and everything in between. Take it all in and treasure every moment. There will be days that you don't feel like putting on your crown and sash, but those will be the days that you will rely on your sisters to get you through, and you'll become closer than you ever thought possible. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and always remember how lucky you are to have that crown on your head. This experience has brought the 6 of us together like nothing else, and it will be a bond that we have forever. Even though we won't always live in the same city or even the same state, we will forever be 2012 Eagan Funfest ambassadors at heart. And always remember, your big sister is just a phone call away. This is Megan Towell, your 2012 Eagan 4th of July Funfest ambassador, signing off.
On behalf of all the Eagan Funfest and Eagan community, I want to say how incredibly proud and impressed we've been by you ladies this year. The program has been very fortunate to have an amazing team of young people every year to represent the festival, and these women have been no different. We know how hard you work, and we are very grateful. So as a thank you and commemoration, the Eagan Funfest Ambassador Committee has put together a slideshow of pictures of your past year. We want to give a special thank you to Mr. Jim Anderson and Mr. Mike Ferber for putting together the slideshow, and especially Miss Mary Gilbert and Mr. Leif Hogan for taking photos continuously throughout the year. What a fun and memorable year our ambassadors have had. I invite them to stand and give a final farewell. And for the last time, I introduce to you the 2012-2013 Eagan Funfest ambassadors. Thank you all again for being here tonight. The Eagan Funfest ambassadors chosen look forward to getting to know each of you throughout their year to come. It's now time to give out our awards before we announce the next group of Funfest ambassadors.
Our first award is in recognition for outstanding button sales. Each year, we ask our candidates to help the Eagan Funfest sell the festival's button and coupon book to local community members. Thank you to whoever borrowed this to me earlier, by the way. All the candidates this year did an outstanding job. We even ran out of the buttons before the July 4th Fun Fest.
We want to recognize our top button seller for the year, who was a little disappointed we didn't have even more buttons for her to sell. The Fun Fest will have to work hard to keep up with our candidates next year. Please give a round of applause to congratulate and thank Miss Alexa Lutz Chase. Thank you again, Alexa. The candidates have had a lot of opportunity to get to know one another throughout this past month and a half. So we decided to give them the chance to elect a recipient of our next Team Player Award. The candidates voted on which individual they felt went above and beyond in getting to know their fellow candidates and really helped to bring everyone together by making sure everyone felt included. I would like to congratulate this year's elected Team Player Award, Miss Sarah Fisher.
Thank you and congratulations. And now,
Lady candidates, if I could please excuse you to go backstage.
thank you and congratulations. And now it's time to announce our new 2013-2014 Eagan Funfest ambassadors. If you could please join me in welcoming our judges back to the room.
These candidates have been one of the most outgoing and personal groups the program has ever seen, and I truly believe all of you would make wonderful ambassadors for Eagan's Fun Fest. Let's give our candidates one final round of applause. Can we please have the judges' results? All right, in no particular order, our first 2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador is Catherine Wilmes. Congratulations. And our next 2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador is Miss Karina Munson.
Our next 2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador is Izzy Bowie. Ladies and gentlemen, our next 2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador is Sarah Fisher.
And our next 2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador is Miss Julia Sexton.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final 2013 Eagan Funfest ambassador is, wait for it, Ashlyn King.
Worked so hard this past month and a half. Please, let's give them all one big round of applause. And now I'd like to invite on stage our new ambassadors. Our 2013-2014 Eagan Funfest ambassadors.